get there our own way. Thistle and an apple tree, how different two souls can be.
I'm going to unplug this.
The other day when I was filming, I unplugged the fence to work around it, and then plugged it back in and forgot. And I took and rested both my wrists on this line here and put the camera on there and was shooting. And because it pulsates, when I rested my wrists on there, it was fine, and then it pulsated, and it hit so hard that it actually took out the audio on the camera. Needless to say, I know why the buffalo stay in the fence. So this mineral has a variety of different things in it. If you look at it real close, you can see that it has like different flakes of corn, and then you'll see like sunflower seeds in there every once in a while, like that. There's milo. There's a bunch of different things, and it basically, they put different grains, and then they'll have like a little bit of molasses in there, and it's all designed to increase consumption because it has all the minerals in there, and then they want them to be able to consume it a little bit more. So that's why you see all this, and then it has the minerals mixed in, and then you can see the salt flakes. Some of you guys have asked me if we feed our bison salt, and it's actually mixed in with this mineral. The bison will consume the minerals as their body thinks they need it, and the salt also, but sometimes they don't. You know, there's sometimes that they just don't consume it for whatever reason, and that's why they put stuff in there to try to entice that consumption rate. You know, anything that they take in that they don't use just gets put out onto the field, and then the grass grows, and grass picks up that mineral and puts it into the blade, and then they consume that again. So any wasted mineral really isn't wasted at all. It's just goes into the field, which is great. The bison are at the top of the field up here. We're gonna go ahead and call them in and give them a little bit of some range cubes treats. See if Red Prairie will eat out of my hand. Come here, girl. White feather's coming over. That is Red Prairie. Red Prairie here, White Feather, and Little River. And you have Strong Wind, Coyote, and Black Feather back there. Red Prairie is the one that is the most interested in feed. She tends to go crazy over the feed, and Coyote does too. I am wondering if Strong Wind is not the dominant. Either she is changing roles, or maybe I just didn't call it from the beginning, but I think Red Prairie might be the dominant female, at least at this stage in the game. She tends to boss everybody else around, and she's the friendliest too, which is funny. My last herd I had, the dominant female was the, I guess you could say, not the meanest one, but she was the most standoffish, and she was the biggest one too. She definitely was not friendly. Smelling for the range cubes. They do not like sudden movements in the slightest. She about took out the camera. She likes to do that. You can get a lot closer to them when they are on the other side of the fence like this, and it's actually a lot safer too. These guys are all calves. They're not really going to be that aggressive, but you know, they can be. They can still run really fast, and they are still extremely strong, even though they are only 1 year old. You know, walking coyote right there, he is probably on the nature of 700 pounds or more now, and so they can get a little crazy sometimes. You always want to keep that in mind. I still got out in the field with them, but I think about where my out is, and think about what would happen if anything went wrong. So you're always thinking that through. But as they get older, I will change my practices up a little bit. You know, I'll be out in the field with them with more of a UTV, and then at some point, you know, be out there with a truck or stay close to fences, things like that. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the buffalo as much as I did. I love coming out here and just watching them out in the field and graze. They're absolutely majestic, and if you ever get a chance to see these animals in person, it's even better. Thank you guys for liking the video. Subscribe if you haven't already to follow our journey. We just bought these animals about 2 to 3 months ago, and this is just the beginning of this farm. So it's a lot of fun raising these animals, and we love being able to bring you guys along. So check out our website if you haven't already. It's brokenarrowbison.net. We have some cool merchandise on there, mugs, shirts. We are always up for suggestions of new merchandise, so let us know. Thank you for watching. We are Broken Arrow Bison, and we will see you next time.